So anyway, yeah. Oh, somebody was seeing an orb in one of the videos. It was fast moving. It was going it was quick. Now I do have a video that was done, what, a year or so ago, that had a huge orb. I mean, it was a huge one that was there that you could see. I don't know if I can find that video. I don't remember what I was speaking on, but it was a huge orb that you could see. Now, somebody said they saw by my shoulder a big snake. Okay? Get that with Kundalini. Okay? Now, I haven't had that show up for years, but I did used to have a picture where that showed up. Yeah. That's that energy, the Kundalini energy. But somebody said they saw that. Yeah. So that's interesting because I did have a photo that actually you could see it in the photo. I wish I had all my old pictures of things like that you could see. I do have a couple still. That one back there where I'm standing in my sannyasi, where you can see Shiva standing in the flames, holding the veil. And I'll go get it so you can see it. I do have another one where you can see Shakti standing there, and you can see her breasts, the small waist coming out. She's holding a conch shell. You can see in the back of her head the Garuda is coming out. Now those things were happening when I was taking my sannyas ceremony. And the one that was doing the ceremony was the Kanchipuram, the private priest of the Kanchipuram in the south. Okay. So it was his private pujari for the head of that area in the south. But I can show you this one. And the other photo that's on there, that one at the bottom of my pictures all the time, that's a natural aura photo. It's really white with the turquoise around it, and then I had another aura photo that's done with magenta color. But here's the one. I was very heavy then, living in India, and all they have is carbs. I'm living in a place where there was no meat allowed. Okay, it was all vegetarian, and all they had was high carbs. So no wonder so many people there have diabetes. Very high carb and sweets. And that's what it does to you. Ignore this part of the picture. But here it is. You can see Shiva standing here, holding the veil, the crescent moon, and the animals surrounding him. Okay? So Shiva presented during that ceremony. There's also the, I don't have the hard copy, but maybe I can find it and I'll put it up in the thumbnail of where you can see Shakti that was standing in the flames. So yeah, these things can be seen. I can tell you one place that really had a lot of orbs, a lot of things going on. That's in Hawaii, up at the Pali. Now, up the Pali, my favorite place, they had these war things going on, and a lot of them jumped off that Pali cliff rather than being captured. And so in that area, you see a lot of lights, a lot of orbs, a lot of things that are there. Spirits hanging around that area. So that's, again, interesting that you see all of that. But I've had very crazy pictures. I had the photo done of the hand Carillion, a Carillion photo, and you could see all these faces in the hand. It was really bizarre. But yeah, you could see a lot of faces and things in the hand. Okay. So yeah, I've had a lot of those different pictures. One of them, you could actually see the light coming out of the head. Okay. That was when I was doing a wedding ceremony for somebody on the beaches in Hawaii. Okay, where that one came out, but you could actually see this bright light coming out of the head and out of the mouth. Yeah. So you can sometimes in regular photography catch those types of pictures. Now, you know, I knew one sadhu, and this was from this is a guru of gurus. This was on his altar, you know, his fire, this altar that he had. And the day before he passed, I had taken a photograph of him, and he was making this joli, this bag for me, okay? And that evening, you know, he came down and he was making something to eat, and he goes, Ganga, come, and he touched my arm, and I was like, he's a dead man. It just flashed from my thing, he's a dead man. And I told him, whatever you do, because he's, you know, smoking this stuff all the time, and I don't touch any of it. That's why they very much respected me there, because I never touched any, you know, wasn't smoking ganja, I wasn't doing any of those things. Well, he had these other sadhus come, and they were smoking hashish, and they put it in the pipe and covered it over with tinfoil, put a thing so it was even stronger. And he's jibing me, Baba life big smoking. You know? And about an hour later, he had a heart attack, okay? And he passed. He left the body right when we were crossing the bridge. You know, I had them help to take him. And right when he got to the center of the Ganges, he left his form, okay? But the point of this, when I got the pictures back, I forgot to tell you, when he passed, when he had the heart attack, he was sitting in exactly the same position as he was when I took the photo the day before. When the photos came back, that was the only photo that had this mist around him. So he was already scheduled to leave the form. Okay? That tells me he was already scheduled to leave the form. Every other picture before and after that were totally clear. But that one had the mist around him that he was leaving that form. So I've had a lot of crazy photos and things done throughout the years, you know, but that happens if you're in the midst of Kundalini. This energy is just, especially when it's before you get it really under control and stuff, and it's just going haywire, and you feeling like you're going to spontaneously combust in any second. Which you don't, you make it through, but yeah, part of it can be very difficult until you get to completion. And so, yeah, I mean, those things happen. I know the day when it was opened for me, the minute it opened, I was seeing auras and everything. So all of that stuff takes place, all of these kind of mystical things, you know, out of the ordinary that you don't usually see. They do come up, and they can be captured by regular photography and things as well. So anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. I've got to go grab something at the grocery store to eat. Oh, puppies. Sleeping puppies. Let sleeping puppies lie. It's quieter that way. So anyway, on that note, we'll see you online. And yeah, don't be surprised when you see orbs and things going across, you know, the lights and stuff. because that's, you know, you're channeling, and these lights and things, they do come, and it's just the way it is. Okay. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.